Evening, tubers. All right, this is where we are at. This job began at 8. I'm going to say quarter to 8. I believe it was quarter to 8. There's your time, 11:15. 21 degrees inside. I keep it warm in here. Minus 5.7 outside. That's all in Celsius, by the way. What did we get done tonight? We got this. Phew. Oh my god. What a freaking job. Here's the toll. All of these bits are garbage. Went through every bit. And used my little Dremel ball grinder. And so what we ended up doing was, as you can see, I got some nice new threads in there. Ended up drilling straight down through the middle of the bolt. Unfortunately, inside that bolt was a broken off bit. So you can imagine, you know, a job that might be an hour max or a half hour max became a huge job, because trying to drill out a drill bit with drill bits is no easy task. So ended up ran that all the way through. Tried a number of things beforehand before I ever got to that point. So I probably had, you know, an hour, maybe 2 hours invested before tonight in just building up weld on top of the existing bolt, and hoping like heck that would break it free. But every single time, just absolutely no go. Would just snap that, just shear it back clean off again. So that bolt that was in that hole was not just stuck; it was fused with that cast. And that one area right there, I'll show you right now. That sits right underneath the exhaust. So, you know, I'm imagining you get a lot of moisture, a lot of heat back and forth, and that's what's happened there. So all the other bolts had come out, you know, fine. But unfortunately, that was the one stuck one. So ended up being a 5/16 18 national chorus thread. That's what they all, basically everything is on this thing. You can't really see. There's very little of remnants. You can kind of see a little black line down there. That kind of gives you a hint of an existing thread. Absolutely no way. You know what? It's so tough to say, you know, did I actually chase along the original threads, or did I cut totally new ones? Real tough to say. Either way, it works out just fine. There's a little copper crush gasket on there. It's kind of a cool deal. Everything does line up. I made this one. This one's it's actually supposed to have 4 of these guys. 2 of them couldn't be saved. Obviously, the one couldn't be saved at all that I had drilled out, but this sits a little lower. You know, look at those hands, huh? Sits in there. And we'll just put this other one over here. I'll just show you how everything kind of torques down. Of course, everything's going to get anti-seize on reassembly. So I'm going to torque these down equal amount. You'll kind of see it. There we go. It just snugs up to the head there. You want to over tighten it. You want all the bolts to be equal pressure down on top of that crush gasket. And you know, it's actually a nice fit. You know, I had that when I had drilled out, done the final run through with the bit. I made it 1/32 smaller than you would normally drill out for tapping a 5/16 18. So I wanted to ensure that I got a really good, really good tight fit. I can't really do this one-handed, but anyway, you get the idea. Everything torques down there nice. And is held down quite well. Nice and flush there. Exhaust goes in. That's about it for tonight. yeah, that was one of the major things that had to get done on this guy. That was a tough one. So, what did I say? It's 11:20 now. I say we quit at 11:15. Started at 7:45. So you're looking at 3.5 hours. You know, I didn't. I could have made even more work for myself had I not taken the time to make sure that I drilled and ground straight down through that original bolt. You know, right down through the center. You know, lots of back checking, make sure everything is plumb and going straight up and down that original bolt. It was kind of a relief actually to see it finally bust through. As you can see, the threads dip. You guys can really see that. Maybe you can. To see the threads finally bust through at the bottom, or the hole finally bust through at the bottom, right exactly in the middle of the bolt. So the original bolt. So that was kind of nice. Yeah. Anyway, so that is about it for tonight. Like I say, it could have been a much larger job had I veered off course with a bit and ground myself a new passageway. In that case, I would have had to fill the whole channel and re-drill and tap. So I really wanted to avoid harming that original cast iron. So what we ended up with is a repair that is the same as original, basically. Not off course, not sideways, back and forth, everything just perfect. No extra fill, no broken fins, nothing like that. So anyway, that is it for that part of it. Everything else is going to be, with the exception of the ignition, I think, should just move along pretty nicely to plan, really. So anyway, tubers, I am going to, that is it. I'm wrapping it up for tonight. I'm going to go wash up, have a shower, and call our quits for the night. And who knows, maybe I'll find something on YouTube to watch. There's always something kicking around on there. Anyway, guys, good night.